Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. This is the first video of a series called How To. This is where I share some knowledge with you to teach you how to do your own repairs and keep some of that hard-earned money in your pocket, in your account. As you can see, the front driver's side of the Jeep here had a light contact with another vehicle. There's a little bit of transfer, so we'll grab the goof off and take care of that first. There's also some minor scratching. It also deformed the front bumper a little bit, but it's so minor, you're really going to have to get down with the perfect angle of natural light and look for that imperfection or that deformation from contact. So I believe we're going to be able to make this look incredibly well, a huge turnaround. And we're going to start again by using Goof Off or Citral 266 or a little bit of thinner or whatever you choose to remove some of the transfer. Then we'll see what's underneath. In this series, I will share knowledge and record as much as I can to help you guys repair or do your own repair work on any type of imperfection or damage that can occur on the surface of your car, truck, or motorcycle. A little bit of a thank you from me to you for all the support over the years, and I'll share as much as I possibly can to help you. Okay, moving right along, now that the transfer has been removed, we can move on to the next step, which here in this situation will be wet sanding. And there's no wrong answer if you want to use your sheets, wet sanding sheets or discs, Tri-Exact discs, or the Roops Scuff discs. They're going to be all very effective. I do recommend starting with 3000 grit to see how that works first. And what we want to do is sand, and this vehicle here has protection. And if you have protection on your vehicle, whether it's a wax, a sealant, or a coating, it has to be removed first. That may take some time. So do a little bit, wipe off, check your work, and what you want to do is sand until you start to see a white, milky substance start to run from the area you're working on. That means you have finally reached the clear coat. And when you reach the clear coat, you just want to go a little bit further to improve the area or remove some of the minor imperfections or damage or scratching, and then polish from there. Here we have removed the protection. Now it's time to wet it again, wet the disc or the sheet. By the way, you could soak these discs, you could soak the sheets so they are already moist and ready to go. If not, just spray water on them. Keeping water on them keeps the pads and the sheets clean. It keeps the clear coat from gumming up in between the grit. So here we're sanding until we see that white milky substance start to run down, and that is clear coat. So we'll stop, wipe off the residue, bring in the light, check our work. Okay, that's going to be good. I'm going to stop there because I already know there's going to be 2 more steps. And in those 2 more steps, we're going to be removing a little bit more clear coat, so more improvement will be made. So I check the area, make sure there's no scuffing. There happens to be a little bit more right on the peak of this body line on the bumper. Now, because there's a little bit less product there, a little bit less clear, and it's on a peak, we just want to use some light pressure here. Maybe similar to a firm handshake, nothing more. And now we'll move up a couple inches higher, and there's another scuff mark yet. We'll remove that as well. And quite obviously, I'm not doing this repair. I'm explaining how to do this to a trainee, somebody who's never done this before. Any age, sex, creed can do these repairs with a little bit of patience and the right set of tools. And that's why I'm sharing the information so you can do this yourself. Okay, we're satisfied that the wet sanding is complete. We've removed the imperfections we wanted to remove with that step. Time to move on to the polisher. And we have 3D ACA 500, which is a cutting compound polish, and we'll use a cutting pad, 3 pea-sized drops. I like to use the little polishers, the 3-inch polishers on these areas like bumpers or any area that's curvy and has a lot of contours. The polisher and pad fits in there very well. So with this compound and pad that we have chosen here, what we're doing is removing the sand marks from the 3000 grit. And then we're going to step down yet again, because this is a soft clear and it's black finish. We're going to step down to a final finish pad and polish. We will be covering everything, absolutely everything in this series. It will take some time, but I will record all the situations that come in here through the shop, and there are many, and put them in this series, and you can have for a personal library. In case you come across this with your own vehicle, or if you do this for a living, you can come back here to this library for reference, and it will help guide you. Okay, with the residue removed, we can come in and take a look. We'll use the swirl finder. Now we expect there to be a little bit of hazing because of the cutting process left behind, but we're just looking to make sure the major imperfections, scrapes, and scratches have been improved or removed completely, and we're satisfied there. So we're going to move along, and the next step is going to be take off the cutting pad, get rid of the cutting compound, and bring in a finishing pad and a finishing polish. And once more, 3-piece size drops, really all you're going to need for this small surface area, and we're going to stick with the 3-inch polisher and pad. And with this type of a very light polish and very soft, non-aggressive pad, you can work the area for quite some time to bring out the clarity and the finish you're looking for before protection. And all that we need to do now is bring in a panel prep. We're going to spray down the area, clean off any residue, make sure that there's no filling that was hiding any of the minor scratches or imperfections. And we can either go and continue and do one more pass with the finishing polish, or we can lay down our protection, and we're done. And that's going to be it. Job is complete. There's going to be a little bit of deformity where the contact was made, very light contact with the bumper, and that's down below the body line. You have to get down on your hands and knees with the perfect angle of the light to catch that and find it. Other than that, everything else is completely removed, protected again, and blends in with the rest of the panel and the rest of the vehicle. And that will do it for this first segment. Flew by quick, but the first of many videos in this series to help you guys do your own repairs and be completely independent with the finish of your vehicle.